What's going on?
Well, we're gonna make some ahi tuna tonight because of the whole Wolverine. I mean, obviously, you know, Japan, so we're gonna do ahi tuna.
I like it. I'm a big fan of everything you just said.
Inspired by our love of science fiction, we're cooking up sci-fi food that looks authentic and tastes delicious. This is SciFine Dining.
I hear you know a thing or two about Wolverine.
I do. I just read a lot of comics in general, but in that, of course, comes a lot of DC and Marvel, and then with Marvel, of course, you can't really read Marvel without knowing about Wolverine, but on top of that, I'm a big fan of X-Men, Wolverine.
X-Men was like the first comic. It's probably the first comic I ever read. So I'm really excited they're doing the Japanese storyline.
Oh wait, this isn't about Wolverine Origins?
No, weirdly enough, it's not.
This is about the new Wolverine movie.
The new one.
Yes.
Now I'm excited about this. Because I was going to have to fake smile through the entire thing.
Yep.
No.
Wasn't that good?
Wolverine Origins? No.
I watched it on a plane.
I watched it opening night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they kind of save the franchise with this one by doing the right storyline for Wolverine, because this was really like he appeared in X-Men, but then it was a Frank Miller comic. It was like
original
before
one, yeah.
Dark Knight or anything like that. The Japanese storyline.
Yeah, so I'm excited that they're going to be taking place from it. Now, I actually should have done the smallest amount of research before doing this, but where's the movie take place in continuity, the new one?
Oh, so in continuity, as far as I'm aware, this take place after the X-Men 3. So everybody is dead. There's no X-Men alive anymore, I guess.
Oh yeah, because Jean Grey in the newest trailer, Jean Grey, he has nightmares about Jean Grey.
In dream sequences and stuff like that. He's still kind of haunted by her.
Have you read the comic? Because I've heard that it's based on one of the
It is
older
based on the comic,
comics.
but the comic is much earlier in continuity.
Yes. Yeah, because basically he leaves the X-Men for a while and goes and does this whole Japan thing, and they're kind of cheating it where this should have happened earlier, but now
So it's inspired by that comic book, but they're making it after X-Men 3.
Obviously, the first thing you think of when you think of Wolverine is ahi tuna steaks, right?
Oh, naturally.
And that just makes sense.
Yeah. It goes Wolverine, ahi tuna, adamantium claws.
Yeah.
In that order.
Yeah, and then healing powers.
And then healing, yeah.
Something like that. Well, the idea is, since it's a Japanese themed movie, and we have no idea what the food in the movie is actually going to be like, so we can't base it off of an actual dish, we're making seared ahi that we're going to slice and make a rice bowl with. And we're going to make some homemade ponzu sauce.
And that's supposed to be Japanese.
Yep.
I believe the Wolverine has something to do with Canada.
Yes.
So we're going to do something a little special. It's not a cocktail, but it is Canadian beer tasting.
That I now do not regret doing this.
So we're starting with a nice vintage of Labatt Blue.
Okay.
Did I say that correctly? Labatt Blue.
Labatt.
I gotta be honest with you, I drank whatever, I drank Bud Light or whatnot in college, but these days I've gotten a little bit.
I was a Keystone guy.
Keystone, wow.
Bud Light was like special occasion. I was Keystone and then
Keystone.
and then like the vodka bottle that just said vodka on it, and it's a plastic bottle, like a juice bottle.
The occasional Natty Ice or the Mickey's.
I'm gonna get some air into this. Let it breathe.
Yeah, well, you gotta give it a nice big sniff.
And we're gonna try this. So, cheers.
Thank you.
To the first beer.
Okay.
It's got a very like a beer taste.
It does.
To
It has a beer.
Yeah.
It's cold,
I'm sensing some cold, and then it's kind of like a liquidy finish. Yeah.
Very good.
This is our second beer.
Yes, this is Molson's, which I believe tastes of Stanley Cup victory.
So like sweat and. I'd say this is very
I think it's a
sharp.
Wolverine show.
It's the flavor's retractable.
It's very healing.
Yeah, it's like a healing quality to it. There's a lot of bubbles.
Bob, they're nice. Very well done. I see what you did.
Don't humor me.
One of the things I wanted to talk about was X-Men. I mean, is the Wolverine, is it really sci-fi? I mean, we're doing a sci-fi cooking show. Do we consider it a sci-fi thing, and what makes it sci-fi?
We do, because most people would look at Wolverine and think like that's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Which to most people it would be, but the science behind what gives Wolverine and the X-Men their powers is science fiction. Because it's a product of evolution. It completely works with it. I mean, it's kind of like a hybrid of science fiction and superhero.
So it's in our world. It kind of takes place almost in our time. like the current time.
Yeah, and it's not
but-
usually based off of like an accident or based off of someone just being born with these. It's the product of being born with the mutant gene.
It gets to like the Sentinels, and it really gets to the future with some of the characters later on. And I mean, the Sentinels were big robots that were sent to kill mutants. I mean, it's hard to not call that sci-fi.
That is exactly sci-fi. I mean, that's War of the Worlds.
Exactly.
In a way,
Exactly.
They're just being very selective.
Whew. All right, and this is our last one. This is the one that I snuck in there. It's not very Wolverine-y, but it is called Don de Dieu Triple Wheat.
No, this is actually we're actually really beer testing right now.
That's-
I like this is my favorite one.
This is my favorite one too, but which one would Wolverine be drinking?
He would not be drinking this one.
I don't think
And he
so
would not
either.
be drinking out of this. Wolverine would be.
He'd have this.
I'm gonna say he's going with the Molson.
I think so too.
Is that the second
Molson
Yeah.
out of the bottle.
While we're drinking, let's go ahead and make some ponzu sauce. So Jody, if you can hand me the lemons and the limes, please.
That's what these are.
That's what those are. Thank you very much. So we're gonna squeeze some fresh lemon and lime juice. Pour the soy sauce and I'll kind of tell you when. Keep pouring.
Or start
A little bit
pouring.
faster
Start-
than that.
yeah.
A little bit faster. Yeah, there you go. Amazing.
Yeah.
This is
I'm freaking. I'm having an anxiety attack right now. Please tell me when to stop.
okay. You can stop. That's good.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add the citrus, and if you could give a splash.
That thing was
A
pretty cool.
splash? What is this? The metric system?
This is so 1 tablespoon, and if it's off.
Okay, I was
will be
better with the
very
splash.
mad.
I'm sorry, I was better with the splash.
We need to have a little bit of olive oil in the pan.
That's a little bit?
Well, okay, we need to make sure it doesn't stick. I need to make sure that the whole pan is coated.
That was
at the
more than a
bottom.
splash.
And we're waiting for this.
Let me know when you need this thing.
What now? Who gave him fire?
I don't know. We really should never let Sean Becker on fire.
It's your birthday, right? It better be, because that would not be appropriate if it wasn't. Question:
months?
Is that going to affect our dinner at all?
No, wax is good for ahi, right?
Wax and a hole in the fish? That's what everybody wants.
Happy royalties. Just blow it out.
I know you directed The Guild, and you're directing Jeff Lewis' 5-Minute Comedy Hour. Is there anything else on the horizon for you? Or?
Actually, with Jeff Lewis Comedy Hour, we've currently, as of this taping, we have our season 2. First 5 episodes are out now on YouTube on our
Nice.
channel, and I had to take a kind of a hiatus to finishing out the season to work on a couple things. One was the second season of Halston, which was just debuted on Varinet. And then if you go to Stan Lee's World of Heroes channel, I've got another show on there called Chat Room of Solitude, and a show called Co-optitude for Felicia Day.
Co-optitude?
Yeah, Co-optitude. It's basically it's Felicia Day and her brother Ryan Day never had console games as kids, so they never played Nintendo, Super Nintendo Genesis, any of that.
They never had a childhood.
They were only able to play computer games. So it's funny because this is the first time they've ever seen or played like Sonic the Hedgehog or
Oh my
Super
goodness.
Mario Brothers and all that. So we get their initial reactions, and they're
That's
usually
kind of
not that
hilarious.
impressed. Once we're done with those, I'll be back on Jeff Lewis Comedy Hour, finishing out our second season.
The olive oil is about up to temp now, so I'm gonna add the ahi steaks. We just want it brown on the outside, and that's it. So we're only gonna put them in there for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna flip them. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side, and we're gonna take them out and we're gonna slice it.
And that's it?
That's it.
Nice. I'm ready to cut this up. I've got my claws.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Wolverine, Ed went for Halloween, I think about
Great.
12
Here we go.
years ago, 11 years ago, he went as Wolverine.
This is the moment where you put up the photo. That does look really good.
Smells pretty good too.
I'll share mine with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it may come off as like I'm not into this, but like I could watch you do this at least for like maybe 2 minutes.
Maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Do you know how to use chopsticks?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I knew you were about to do
Like
that.
a Wolverine. Well, I mean, this is how Wolverine would eat.
If you drop
This is
it,
exactly-
it's on you.
This is exactly how Wolverine would eat. This is for the theme of the show. Mmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he's actually got it! That was impressive.
Well done. I don't know why I'm choosing you
There
for
we
it.
Pro tip. Don't do what I just did for everyone at home. Just because, like, this is actually extremely good, so, like, savor it and enjoy it. Don't make an ass of
I'm actually
yourself.
gonna
This is
say,
actually really delicious.
while we specifically planned the Canadian beer tasting to be completely separate from the meal because it was a Wolverine thing, that Hefeweizen goes perfectly with the ponzu sauce and the ahi. It's actually delicious because of all the citrus flavors.
No, everything. This is the happiest I've ever
It
been.
actually really is.
That is a happy accident. All of the recipes you've seen today are available on our website. So you can go there, learn how to make all this stuff, and then you can go see the Wolverine on Friday.
This is so good. I'm just gonna take some for the road.
And Sean, thank you so much for being here. Get out.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
yes.
no, this is great. Like, you guys, this has been nothing but a joy, and I really enjoyed our time together. And I will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
I've been an ass.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice.